We are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweigh the dangers which are cited to justify it. There's little value in ensuring the survival of our nation if our traditions do not survive with it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. I am not asking your newspapers to support, but I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people. To the recorder of man's deeds, the keeper of his conscience, the courier of his news, that we look for strength and assistance, confident that with your help, man will be what he was born to be, free and independent.
You guys are listening to the SpeakInCOAD podcast or watching along, depending on what you choose to do. We are on episode 23. I am Code himself, Conspiracy of a Dead Man. I am chilling here to the right of me, or to the left of me. Here I am. Here is TBD.
Theodore Dino Minte.
And we got coming to the stage. I don't know why I keep saying that. That sounds like a stripper.
Or
Coming
comedy
to the
show.
Huh?
Or the comedy show.
Oh yeah. Coming to the show. Coming to the stage. Yeah. Sorry. Too much coming. Not enough going. Got Chente.
Yo. Too much coming. Get out of here.
Oh man.
That explain why it's been so sticky around here?
No. Earmuffs. Our producer isn't allowed to hear stuff like this. It's already grossing her out. And the dog. Randy, our producer. No. So, you want to take... Oh, hey, so how are you doing?
Man, I'm good. Chilling. How are you guys?
I think I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I'm
I think well-rested, well-fed.
definitely well. I feel like loving today.
Yesterday, I was so tired. I was like, oh, do I release this one? I sound like a dirtbag. It's like, I'll edit it and fix it. Whatever. I'll take all the cussing out towards TBD and be like, shut up. So, yeah, how you been though, man? Did you have fun at the party yesterday?
Yo, I did.
Can you-
What's up?
I was just seeing if he could see you okay, because
Oh.
I don't really need to see you one-on-one.
Yeah, man, the party was good. A lot of food, a lot of beverages. They had a pretty banging house. Then the house was small. My house is small, but smaller.
Oh, his house isn't small. Don't let him lie to you. He lives in a mansion in the woods.
Lie. It was good. What'd you guys get into?
Yesterday or today?
Both.
Oh, both? You want to go ahead?
Nothing. Babysat, watched random anime, slept, and then today everything with the babysitting.
Nice.
Both.
Yeah, I just went to the gym and got some food for the family and cooked some dinner for everybody and stuff. We just
What'd you make?
Steak. I did some steaks on the grill, and then did some Brussels sprouts, roasted Brussels sprouts. Did
Some shrimps on the barbie.
I wish we're not Australian. We ended up doing I think baked potatoes and some salad and some bread.
Nice.
Gotta have bread. In our family, Italian family, you gotta always have bread. No matter what.
Rolls.
We used to have
the Hawaiian rolls.
yeah, those are good. I like them. But we went with the French roll. It's almost like small Italian bread.
Okay.
That's good. It's close enough to Italian, whatever. So
It's Walmart Italian. You take it.
Walmart. Yeah. Big lots. No. I was we were just listening to something or we were just reading something that was on X or Twitter, whatever you call it, and Sim Tripoli posted something, and it was like to find out what your royal family is or your royal family name is. It's like first you got to go or first you have to pick lady or Lord. The second one was your pet's name. The third one was what you ate. The fourth one was say of, and then the fifth one was where you the last place you shopped. So mine was Lord or Lady Brandy Steak of Sam's Club.
Bing.
That was,
And what was yours?
Lord Jupiter Ginger Snap of Big Lots.
Yeah.
Big Lots.
Yeah.
Big Lots. At my size, you got to stop shopping places for big everything. You know everything's going to be your size.
Yeah.
Or quit eating good and plenty. So you're like, dang it. You're like, Lord Jupiter, good and plenty. What's the other place where you get
It's going to be my OnlyFans handle.
Oh, yeah.
Good and plenty. Is that what you said?
Oh, no. Yeah, he said that's going to be the name of his OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Good and plenty. I told
I
him,
like
I was like, I want to. Did I mention it yesterday about the Only Slams?
Yeah, Only Slams.
I want to do
Yeah.
like create like a shirt that says Only Slams and have like the outline of somebody body slamming, or maybe even like an angle slam, Kurt Angle slamming somebody, or a Samoan slam, or Samoan drop, I guess. Yeah. So I think this will be our first segment. If you guys are ready to jump into it, you want to do some what's in your cup?
Yeah. All right. Who's starting?
Did you get some gin and juice?
I do.
He's like,
I got some gin. Yeah. Whatever. Gin and Kool-Aid. That's my new thing.
Ooh, gin and Kool-Aid.
Gin and cherry Kool-Aid. Cherry.
The red.
Yeah, red.
I didn't know they had flavors. I thought it was just red and purple.
I'm the only one that reads the names.
Yeah.
What we got?
And then, I got some fresh bourbon. I got this one called Rubenesque. It's like wood hat. You can only get it in like Missouri and like some select places. But when I was driving out to Denver, I picked a couple bottles up. So I won't be running out anytime soon. So when the apocalypse happens, I think I'll have a pretty decent speakeasy bourbon bar in my basement.
Or you can make Molotov.
Or no, I wouldn't want to waste it. Molotov cocktails? I could do that with rubbing alcohol.
And then I got hard Mountain Dew, 0 sugar, alcoholic Mountain Dew.
Oh wait, did you show this or up there?
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the camera over there. I'm not using the laptop. Yeah. How much does it cost? No, you bought them. I don't even remember.
Yeah, that was a while ago. So,
So and then I hit up All Right Dad, but I don't think he'll be jumping on. I told him I was like, hey, if you wanted to jump on, like as a surprise, let us know. I was like, here's the link. So if he does jump on, he jumps on. But if he doesn't, I'm sorry for your loss. And man, he always comes. He always comes with the teddy bear T-shirts, which no pun intended. That's how it happened. I don't know how. Like as soon as we named him TBD, as soon as we called him TBD, he started coming out with all these teddy bear T-shirts. I was like, these are awesome. These like make perfect sense.
Yeah.
There's some more I found on the site that I want to order, so there'll be new ones popping up eventually.
And you can hear them.
Do you notice? Right? Yeah. Do you notice them more? T-shirts?
Do I notice?
No, like TBD.
Oh,
do you notice teddy bear shirts now? Like you notice them more?
I've always noticed them because I've always liked them.
Yeah.
So they've always been like I've always been looking for when I'm out.
Like he's always had the shirt, like specific shirts, like he's already had them. And then when we came up with the name, it was just like he started wearing it and becoming the character more.
Yes.
Yeah. We know, like if you're like shopping for a car or something, and you notice that car in the street way more.
Yeah. He never played Grand Theft Auto. He doesn't know that secret.
No. But I know it in real life.
Oh, okay.
Like when we got our first car, my mom, she got a Expedition. And I started noticing more and more Expeditions. Then we got an Explorer, and I started noticing more and more Explorers.
Dora? Sorry. Too soon. I said Dora the Explorer.
Swiper.
Yeah. Oh, man. And then, what else was I going to ask you? Oh, he's not wearing an Arizona shirt this time. This is like The first podcast
Oh,
in like
yeah.
6 weeks.
Are you revolting
Alright.
against it?
It spells Arizona back. No, it's Nirvana. And then I'm repping the tinfoil hat. All my heroes are shadow banned.
You what?
All my heroes are shadow banned.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we already are. All the stuff that I post already.
Why would you do that to us?
I know. I'm sorry. But if you want, oh, what were you trying to tell me? Breaking news? Just complaining about my jokes not being funny? Red car theory is a concept suggesting that once you notice something specific, I didn't ask for your opinion.
That's what it's called. It's called the red car.
Oh, it's called the red car theory. When you like
There you go.
get a car or you start looking
Yeah.
for something, you see it more often. There was like another thing too. I think they were like, they asked somebody, they're like, how many red cars did you see when you're driving to work today? And they're like, I don't know. They're like, well, what if I would have paid you $100 for every red car that you saw? You would be able to tell me exactly. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, but you got to add incentive to stuff. And we're not going to just be like paying attention to one stupid thing the whole time. They'll be like driving in Atlanta and be like, how many spinners did you see on each car?
It's
I don't know.
saying that when something is important
Mhm.
enough to pay attention to, you start acknowledging it more.
That's true.
We have a
Not
co-host
necessarily
that's invisible. Can you even hear her?
Yeah, I can hear a little bit.
Okay, we'll mute her and just say it was our ideas.
Wait,
I'm just joking.
you got upgraded in one episode. You went from producer to co-host.
Yeah,
the-
Coco co-host.
Broke the glass ceiling. And
She's the co-host's assistant.
Yeah.
She's TBD's assistant.
Assistant to the-
Yeah, the assistant to the assistant co-host. Oh man! And then, were there any conspiracies that you wanted to talk about?
Oh, no. Did you have some?
I don't know. I thought we could even like wing it on this one and just like pull up certain things. We could even
Okay.
pull up on Twitter some conspiracies that like people are posting and stuff too. Just kind of go through some of those. Yeah, X. I don't know what to
Okay.
call it. X gonna give it to you on Twitter. Something else. I don't remember. But this is very, very tasty. It smells very caramely. And then you ever smelled like raisins? Or like not raisins. What's a port wine? You ever had a port wine? It's like a dessert wine. It's real, real sweet. Yeah, but I feel like if you had a port wine, you'd be like, oh, that's interesting. Some of them they could have like chocolate wine, like chocolate port wine.
I tried. That's the only one I tried was a chocolate one, and it was warm and it was disgusting. I don't know if being cold would have made it taste better. It was just
What about mead?
chocolate.
What'd you say?
Mead? Have you had mead?
Me? Oh, mead.
Mead.
No,
Mead.
I've
The
never-
Viking stuff.
I've never tried meat.
I think it's like honey beer. Like it just tastes
Yeah.
like beer with a lot of
It's
honey,
good.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, you've had it?
Yeah.
I'll get you some. We'll get him a Viking helmet for the next episode.
I do it.
For the for the first
Where the
episode
Viking
of the
hair
next.
helmet hold the sledgehammer.
Yeah, on
With
the
the,
next
with the
season.
blonde braids.
Yeah, the blonde braids. He's just like an opera singer with like one of those big, huge metal breastplates.
We'll just call me Blore.
Yeah, we'll call him Blore.
Yeah.
Black Thor.
Oh, Black Thor.
Blore.
Blore.
Yeah, I got it. Come on, Drew.
Oh, man,
fuck.
sorry. The Sons of Thunder. The
Well,
Sons of
remember-
Chocolate Thunder.
I was gonna say my stripper name was Chocolate Thunder, so it works.
There you
Oh,
go.
The whole Thor outfit on stage.
Oh my gosh.
Perfect.
Jeez.
Lightning
You know
strikes
he
every
keeps-
time. I pick up
You know he keeps his
Yeah.
hammer.
Just where Michelle Obama keeps hers. Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh, is that the sound when she gets excited?
The sound when she gets
That's
excited. Sandwich.
No man, it's this. It's
Oh. Yeah, we got some stuff planned for you too for your birthday next month. I don't know if we'll be able to do a podcast before it or that day too, but we could figure something out.
all right, I'm nervous.
Would
You
you
say
say?
you're nervous?
Yeah, now I'm nervous.
Well, you like Sam Tripoli and you like Eddie Bravo, so we're gonna go see them live in Cleveland.
And I'm gonna dress like Johnny.
Like who?
Blonde hair.
Blonde hair.
He said he's gonna dress like Johnny Bravo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you want to what was the other segment we were gonna do? Because the deep dive was like the main one. Videos was the other one. TBD was the other one for the day. You want to just wing it?
let's just wing it.
All right, wing it like chicken wing. Oh wait. Oh, never mind. That's from a show. I'm thinking of something else. So like that's not what it's called. There was something I was watching earlier. It was about all the different projects and operations and stuff too.
Okay.
I thought we could even bring up like a different operation or a project that they've done.
Which one do you want to bring up?
Well, they have one called Operation Fishbowl. Have you heard of that one?
Yeah.
So,
You already have it.
no, not yet. I have something else. So, Operation Fishbowl was. No, I'll get rid of all this while I'm talking.
Klaus.
Operation Fishbowl. Okay, you can see us still whenever I do that?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Operation Fishbowl was a series of high altitude tests conducted in 1962 as part of Operation Dominic. The test involved Thor missile launched warheads. Whoa, we were just talking about Thor and Blore.
That's the red car theory.
The test involved Thor missile launch warheads detonated at very high altitudes to evaluate the destructive mechanisms and effects of high yield explosions against ballistic missile RVs. The test consists of 3 shots: a nuclear or a non-nuclear system proof test on May 1st, 1962, a bluegill test on June 1st, 1962, and a starfish test on June 15th, 1962. It all sounds like they're friends with SpongeBob. You got the starfish, you got the bluegill, you got the solar system. But what is weird about this, that's just like the generic thing. What they were talking about when the warheads would detonate at a very high altitude to evaluate the destruction or the destructive mechanisms and effects of high yield explosions against ballistic missiles. That's not what they're really talking about. Operation Fishbowl was more or less they were trying to break through the firmament, like the glass dome or the dome around the world.
Okay.
So that's what their little I don't know. That's what one of the things was saying, and people are like, "Oh, Operation Fishbowl," and then they'll read that, which is Wikipedia, which I guess the CIA has already said that they run Wikipedia. That way, they could get people to believe in specific things and stuff. But
Why they give us the ability to edit it on our whim then?
edit what?
Edit it on our whim.
Oh,
Because
edit
we
it
can
whenever
edit
we want.
Wikipedia.
Oh, I don't know. Have you ever edited it?
I thought
Yeah. What would you have changed?
just random stuff.
Because I know anytime you talk about Illuminati or Freemasons or anything like that, and then you put it in a video and you put that video on YouTube, they have a disclaimer that's like, "Hey, the Illuminati, here's the real thing," and it's like, go to Wikipedia. And you're like, why are you selling me on this Wikipedia thing about the Illuminati or the Freemasons when that's not even like good enough justification? The other one I wanted to talk about. So I'll bring up some projects and operations real quick if I may.
Okay.
If I may.
You may.
Save. Let's see. Projects and operations, and I'm going to present the screen. Share screen. And I'm gonna pull this one up. And you can see this okay?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Oh no. All right, projects and operations. I think I just did this one recently. I've been finding this is why I haven't really been posting much on the Discord and like on Instagram right now, or even on Twitter or anything yet. I've been trying to go through all of my messages and save them as specifics, so that way I can always like pull them up at a whim, and then I'll start posting them like up here, like Mandela Effect. I added a couple new ones.
Yeah.
Funny, trivia, dinosaurs, different stuff like that. But the projects and operations one, I've been adding quite a few to those. I'm going to see if I can pull this one up. Predicting the future, like predictive programming. I got that one kind of set up there too. Tartaria. I definitely want to get into that eventually.
Okay.
And then I was talking with a buddy of mine about the Skinwalkers and Wendigo.
Okay.
Wendigo, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, not that one. But he was like, dude, you guys should talk about that kind of stuff. And then I was also talking with Star Fox more about the Dogman stuff.
Okay.
So I want to get into doing that one. All right. So here's Operation Fishbowl. You ready for it?
Yep.
It says the Thor missile was used to lift warheads into near space to conduct high-altitude nuclear explosion tests. These shots were collectively called Operation Fishbowl. So what happened was the government, when they started making missiles that were powerful enough that they thought they could break through the sea of glass, they, during the Cold War, used the Cold War as a tactic for exploding high-altitude missiles to try and break through what they already knew was the dome on the Earth. And actually what happens, if you read the rest of the article, these missiles would hit up at a certain altitude, and then light would shine all the way to the other hemisphere. And the reason that was is because they were hitting that glass, and the glass was reflecting it all the way across the sky. It's not some globe Earth where they're just trying. Why would they just shoot a missile in the air to see how high it can blow up? Like, are they just playing with rubber bands? Like, they're doing it for a reason, and they called it Operation Fishbowl for a reason. If you look at the last sentence in the first paragraph,
So
it says,
I thought that one was kind of cool.
Do we know if they ever broke through or not?
There was another video I saw where they broke through something similar. It wasn't like it was like they broke through, but it like stayed black all through across the like, let me think how to explain it. Like the cord on the mic.
Yeah.
So the cord you would see that in the sky, and it would be
that'd
permanent.
Be the crack in the firmament then?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like it would just stay dark black. And what they say is like so above, so below. Is that how they say it, Chente?
As above, so below.
As above, so below. And what that means is like the water above and the water below.
Okay.
So there's water above us, and then there's water below us, which makes sense if you look at it as like a firmament, where like the biblical description, I think it's in Psalms when they give you the description. It's probably in Genesis too, I'm sure, but I think they gave a different description. And then I think this one might be the other video.
So many different things. Hydrogen bombs trying.
You're actually out.
You go over so many different things. Hydrogen bombs trying to ignite the atmosphere in the 1960s.
Oh, no, I know
the U.S. Air Force tried to destroy the atmosphere in 1968.
Yes. Operation Starfish Prime. They actually detonated a nuclear bomb.
Psychotic.
They detonated a nuclear bomb in the upper ionosphere.
Trying to blow up the radiation bomb.
Yes. They've done a lot of goofy shit.
But see, that's the thing. That's why I got mad at you, and I love you, and you're a smart guy and everything. Is I know you know.
Listen, you got mad at me because we didn't communicate.
You know all this stuff I know. You're even better at saying it. And then you sit there because you can't handle it, and you sit there and you dole it out.
It's not that I can't handle it. There's two factors. One, I don't have any time. I don't have enough time to go into it as much as you do.
You asked why I flipped out and got mad at you? That's it right there. Every time I bring up a fucking subject, you know all about it.
I don't know all about this.
You fucking know all about this shit.
I don't know all about this.
Bullshit. You're a smart guy.
Listen, I don't know about this human hybrid
Joe's just dumb.
Shit.
Joe just is a pot. Bullshit.
You go over so many different things.
Like, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, man.
And then TBD, we're like, we're like, TBD, do you believe it now? And he's like, yeah, I believed it from the beginning. We're like, why don't we break it all down? And he's like,
whoa. I've never said I believed it all from the beginning.
No.
I said I've been swayed.
Yeah. Swayed like sway in the morning. And then, do you remember talking about?
I still disagree with the Earth being flat.
Well,
you haven't made a believer out of me yet.
Well, you didn't watch the podcast. What ours? What happened was you were asking me questions. I had no diagrams. I had nothing to show you. But I edited the podcast and put everything that I was talking about in the actual video. so you would understand exactly what I was talking about. There are certain things about the Earth being flat that I don't understand how I could even break it down.
Okay.
Like, I couldn't explain. I couldn't break down the Earth being flat without having you watch somebody else's videos or having somebody else. I couldn't word it. I couldn't make it
Articulated.
Yes, exactly what I've been trying to do. It's what I've been trying to do. 'Cause I don't know what I'm doing. But if okay, so yeah, the Earth being flat part is tough. I don't think that it's flat like a pancake in outer space, and all of the planets around it are round. Like that's how people articulate the Earth being flat. Like if I
So
was
the Earth is the only flat planet.
if I was like,
everything
oh,
else is-
the flat Earth, you would think that like some people are like, what do you mean? There's a flat pancake out in the middle of space, and all the other planets are around it that are round. You're like, no, that's not how it is at all. That's not how they're justifying it at all. They're saying that
I
there
don't
is no
even-
outer space.
So there's no outer space at all. So
No, because what happens is the dome goes around Earth. The Earth is flat, not even flat. It's just a plane. It's a plane. It's got mountains. It's got valleys. It's got all that stuff. It's as flat as it can be, but it's not flat. It's not like we're saying that. It's not It's not like they're saying that mountains are flat. And everything is flat piece of paper
yeah,
like
they're
this.
just saying the planet itself is.
Yes, and what they do is you look at Antarctica. Antarctica is a ridge, and it's a wall that goes all the way around, and it's a huge ice wall that goes all the way around the planet to keep all of the water in.
Okay.
So it's almost like, I think Eddie Bravo was talking about it as being more of like we're in a giant lake, and the land is more like islands. We're not like, it's not that the ball of the ocean has like all of the water sucking it all together and keeping it all there from falling off. He's saying it's like a huge lake. Like if you were to go to, like, I don't know, one of the big lakes or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you have a bunch of different land masses there. Well, the majority of the planet is ocean anyway. So that makes sense that it would be more of like islands and not just like majority of land with water masses in it.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to think of what else they explained. I have a bunch more videos on flat Earth. If we ever want to go down that rabbit hole,
yeah,
I will pull every single one of those videos up, and I think you would be questioning everything. I think you'd be like a little bit more on board than where you are now. Well, you name the time and the place, and we will do a flat Earth episode. And we could do a flat Earth episode. We could do a hollow Earth episode. We could do where outer space isn't up, but it's
more
out.
inclined to believe in hollow Earth than I am flat Earth.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And I don't understand. I don't know which way to direct my ideas with, because, like, for example, how they break it down is like, I almost would have to show you a video, because I feel like me describing it without any sort of visual, you'd be like, I don't get it. Yeah, I'll be right back. let me pull something up real fast. All right, so we got let me pull up some flat Earth stuff. You want to go that route, or do you want to go hollow Earth?
Whatever floats your boat more.
All right, let's do this. You can see me and hear me,
Dealer's
okay?
choice.
Chente?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna just keep checking because you can see us and hear us.
Yeah.
All right.
While he's looking, which do you believe in more, Chinte? Hollow Earth or flat Earth?
Man, I don't know. I could get behind some of the flat Earth stuff a little bit, and I guess some of the hollow Earth. So it's like flat and hollow.
Well, I mean, there's some depth to it. I'm not saying that there isn't. All right. Are you ready?
Ready.
Now, I get this question all of the time. Why would the world elites lie about the round Earth, and what do they benefit from this? Now, first of all, you need to understand that knowledge is power. If you withhold knowledge like the secrets of the universe and the intelligent design of where we are over the population, then to a degree, you possess more power than the population. If you can convince the population that we are on this round spherical Earth that defies all laws of physics, hurtling through space at millions of miles per hour. You were also promoting scarcity. You're promoting the Big Bang. This all came from nothing, and everyone will slave in their system. When in reality, this plane that we live on was intelligently created by God. With abundant resources, free energy, no global warming, no evolution, no Big Bang, this is what it is. Now, if you understood where we truly were, and that we are in the center of this universe, and that God created us intelligently, and that we were all equals, you would never slave in their system. Now let's take a look at what the devil-worshipping world elites tell you what's going on with this round Earth. 8 inches every squared mile, or 0.666 feet. Here's the speed, the tilt, the Tropic of Capricorn, the Tropic of Cancer. Must just be a coincidence, guys. People are so brainwashed. They're like, oh, they ignore the science over thousands of years. These people are the same people that told you this was good for you. Real science knows that water always finds its level, guys. Gravity's never been proven by science. Density and buoyancy has. And it's time to wake up. You have been lied to your whole life. Peace and now, I get this question all of the time.
That was
All right.
aggressive.
Yes, I know. Okay, here's an MMA fighter that's like questioning everything, but I want to hear his point of view.
Okay.
Hey, brother. I've been thinking. I think you're onto something about that flat Earth.
Oh, that's
Hey,
all.
brother.
Dang it, I'm
I've
sorry.
been thinking.
Hey, who that is,
I don't
man?
want to take that first. What's that?
Who that is?
That's
Sean O'Malley?
Sean O'Malley, Sugar Sean. Okay, and then you know who Bradley Martin is? Or Bradley Martin? Yeah. I think that's the name. Okay.
But you really believe the Earth's flat?
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Tell me why. I want to know, like, definitively why you believe that.
The flat Earth actually brought me to God. First page of Genesis talks about the firmament. The point for flat Earth is the same point for evolution and dinosaurs and aliens. They all attack the creation story of Genesis. You're not special. There's aliens. I know Jesus is real. I am more certain of flat Earth. I know that
No,
sounds like blasphemy.
shut the fuck
That's what's
up.
Brad. I dare you to Google Antarctica from space. What the fuck are you looking at, Brad?
You're all fake.
They're all, and they're not even the good fakes. What is the map of flat Earth? It's the United Nations flag, the azimuthal equidistant map. Look at Operation Fishbowl Dominic. Dominic in Latin means of the Lord, fishbowl of the Lord. They shot rockets to try and crack the firmament. That's why when you go scroll out with Google Earth, leave low Earth orbit, it turns to computer generated again. It doesn't stay photos.
Like, if I got on a plane and I flew directly this way,
Yeah.
and eventually I just go off the fucking
You're
map.
not allowed. Military waters and military skies. Antarctica, illegal to explore. You can't fly over it, not because it's so cold. That's not the reason. Space, by definition, means no atmosphere, right?
Yeah.
How can you have a pressurized system like Earth in the vacuum of space? It's a logical fallacy. And you're going to say gravity? Gravity is not, it's just a theory. It's a math model.
But you really believe the Earth's flat?
Okay, sorry. And then I'll do. Let me see.
See, my part with that, because when you talk about the atmosphere,
Yeah.
there's no atmosphere in space, but there's atmosphere on the planet itself. Like, see, that part about the firmament would be our atmosphere, which is why everything is contained in the globe.
Yeah, but
So everything is just in free fall outside of the atmosphere because there's no atmosphere in space.
yeah, but there's no way that they could recreate the globe model.
What you mean?
Well, we're not God.
I know.
We're,
Like they couldn't
our
create
abilities are finite.
yeah, but when they try to recreate stuff, they can't recreate it. But here's the thing.
We're human.
I understand that, but the science portion of it would be, well, nothing was around, and then all of a sudden something came from nothing.
Yeah.
There are like 4 miracles that every scientist and atheist has to believe. That something came from nothing, that you cannot recreate gravity. Usually everything that they have, they can kind of recreate it somehow to prove that its existence and give it a reason. You can't prove like the laws of nature. Like they just are. And that there's nothing that you can do with laws of nature where I'm trying to think how to explain it. It was like like photosynthesis type of stuff. Like you're not going to go to the Bible to look at photosynthesis and learn about photosynthesis. And that's almost like how some people try to go to science to try to prove that God's not real, or vice versa with science. And it's like, well, you use the Bible as like a reference for a certain way of life, kind of like a manual to kind of live by. But you're not going to use that for a science book.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I don't know if I definitely went off the rabbit hole on that one. It threw me off because I was like, how do I answer this? And then the other one was like, it was the miracle thing. It was the something came from nothing. They can't recreate something. The laws of nature, they don't know how the laws of nature came about.
Gotcha.
I think that's what it was. Where they were like, why are there laws of nature? So, well, that's nature. It's like, well, who put those there? It has to be done by a creator. And then I can't remember the other one off the top of my head.
Gotcha.
They can't recreate the globe model. They can't recreate a lot of things. And here's the other thing that's weird to me, right? Stars. So stars, astrology, all that stuff, right? So we're on the earth. Some people will be like, you're spinning 1,000 miles around, spinning 1,000 miles an hour. It's like, okay, you're spinning 1,000 miles an hour to make it a complete rotation in 24 hours. You're not spinning like this.
Yeah.
But how they explain the galaxy and all that stuff, Earth and our orbit and our galaxy are completely spinning. Like we're spinning like this through space. But all of the other stars and galaxies aren't a part of our solar system. So us spinning like that, the stars would be shooting out in different directions as well. If we're constantly moving, none of the stars are actually staying still, or should be staying still how they are. But when you look up, you could see the Big Dipper, you could see the Little Dipper, you could see all the specific stars. They're always in the same spot. They never change locations. But if we're spinning and going through space, those should be either spinning above us as well. Like if we're spinning, even if we're spinning slowly, the stars should be rotating slightly. Especially if they're spinning even faster and going further, and they're just constantly moving through space too. But the stars never change. The stars are always there in the exact same points.
Well, couldn't that be because we're just seeing like the light from the stars? That's what I'm going by what we were taught. We're just seeing, just seeing the light from
because
wherever.
It's taking so long to get here.
So
yeah, but what about
if it was a star that was like close like the sun, then of course we would see it moving and it be in a different spot like the sun is.
Yeah.
But all we're seeing is the light as it reaches us. We have no idea what the star is actively doing where it is. We're just getting
like the star could be completely dead by now.
Yeah, but all we're getting is the light is finally. That could explain why they're not in motion and moving and always in the same spot.
I guess I don't know. That's the one thing too. Like I'll pull up another one. I'll see if I can crack the code for you.
No, see, I like this because it gets me thinking. And so,
what are the laws of nature?
What'd you say?
What are the laws of nature?
That is a good question.
I will Google it.
All right. Hey, is our co-host producer still on?
Oh yeah, you want to Google it?
Google.
What are the laws of nature? She's being a turd.
She's not even paying attention.
I know.
I was going to say, while you were looking up the flat earth stuff, I could have Googled.
Oh, it's okay. Law of nature in the philosophy of science, a stated regularity in the relations. What, you were going to read it?
No.
Let's shut your face.
Send it.
No, don't send me stuff. A stated regularity in the relations or order of phenomena in the world that holds under a stipulated set of conditions universally or in a stated proportion of instances. What are the three laws of nature? You have even so in the system. Yep, go ahead.
The laws of nature are fundamental principles that describe the behavior of the physical universe. Examples include Newton's law of motion, the law of gravity, and the laws of thermodynamics. These laws provide a framework for understanding and predicting natural phenomena.
Okay. And none of them can be recreated. And we don't know why. There's no answer to why those all exist. Those have to exist with something creating it or giving those laws reason. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was right.
Yeah.
Yo,
All right. Let me see what else. All right. Let me see. Oh, here's the firmament confirmed.
Okay.
confirmed
Yeah. And I got one more thing.
from Instagram.
That's all behind the rocket.
So that person is behind them.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's a rip. That's a rip at the front. It's just ripped out. That's just what he said.
Absolutely amazing.
And then, all right. Let me see. Swear I had it up here. Man, where the heck would it have been? I might have had it under cover up. Oh, okay. So when you're flying, see, this is off too. That's
Okay.
that. I don't think that's true. I think I looked this one up and it wasn't actually true. So I don't even want to bring that up. Here were the. And then,
So hold up.
yeah,
Whatever
yeah,
they're
yeah,
launching, it's just skipping off the whatever it's called.
yeah. It's
Firmament.
just hitting off the firmament, and the firmament could just be maybe like another piece of water. Like, oh man, there was something. I think it was
So
under.
yeah, that's what it kind of looks like. It's like skipping like a rock.
Yes, exactly. And
So what happens to it? Like it hits it, obviously,
it
and
doesn't
then
go through. Nothing can penetrate the firmament. Every time they've been saying that we're going into outer space, it's not outer space at all. And then when they say like, oh, but those are satellites, um, the satellites, like for example, oh, did you watch Level with Me?
No.
No? Okay. There's a documentary I have. Oh, we could watch it one day. I'll show you.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. But they said that there's things called satelloons. The company that purchases the most helium out of anyone. Here, I'll just do it.
nasty. You played it for it.
Oh, I did on here already.
Yeah,
Oh,
not today, but in the earlier
oh,
stuff.
yeah. No, I get you. So they make these things called satelloons. They get these balloons, they put it up on satellites, and the satellites stay in orbit. They stay in space, even though they're just in around the firmament.
Okay.
And the satellites stay up there because they have so much helium for the balloons, and then they could just bring them down, or they could fly up and they can refill them and stuff with helium.
Okay.
So there was that one, and then
So that's what that latest satellite was, right? That Chinese spy satellite, whatever. Just a
no,
satellite that got too low.
yeah, the Chinese balloon,
Spy balloon.
Yeah, we did an episode or two on that. I think we did part 1 and 2 on that one.
Yeah.
What that one was for was more or less just to get pictures and a live feed flying over like military bases. I think in Montana. Here's one. It's a song for you. I'm gonna have to add it to the stage so I don't forget. All right, you ready? This proves everything. Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
Reality is problem free. I can see the world is flat.
The sky is round, can't argue that.
While we stand still here on the ground,
the bright circle goes round.
I can see the world is flat.
The sky is round, can't argue that.
While we stand still here on the ground,
the bright circle
So anyway,
goes
that's
round.
just me trolling you guys. I'm gonna have to.
Is that the land before time?
Just
Yeah.
thinking that was her name Sarah?
Motherfucker.
Sarah?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Sarah?
she even had a biblical name. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Sarah Littlefoot, Ducky.
Yeah.
Spike.
There was, and it sucks whenever they have music to it because then I'm gonna have to delete it and have that out of there. There was one. Was it NASA? I definitely want to talk to you guys about frequencies too. One day. We don't have to do that now. Yeah. Different types of sounds that music is, good and bad. Hertz. Thank you, co-host host. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Sorry. This one up. I think it might be. Oh no. I already got to the bottom. I'm looking for NASA.
Another afternoon spanking the game.
Oh, NASA. Here we go. I think it was.
See, you helped him.
Yeah. All right. You ready? And to the stage. I think it might be this one.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see just how evil NASA is. First, we're going to look at Earth's orbital speed around the sun. How fast does Earth move around the sun? 66,600 miles per hour, speed of the globe's orbit. Next, curvature in 1 mile squared. According to Pythagorean theorem, 0.67 feet of drop. 8 inches converted to feet is 0.66667 feet. Curvature in 1 mile squared. Check. Earth's axial tilt, 23.4. But when you take 23.4 and subtract it from 90, a right angle, you get, believe it or not, 66.6. Again, axial tilt. Now let's take a look at the Antarctic and Arctic circles. Oh, would you look at that? 66.6 degrees north and 66.6 degrees south. Must just be a coincidence, huh?
The current commander of the International Space Station about to break a big record tonight. Here's ABC's Gio Benitez.
They call it the Peggy factor, Mission Control's code word for the way
What the heck? That's fake. All right,
ladies and gentlemen.
Boom.
Okay. And then
backwards brings up NASA.
Yeah.
Every picture of the Earth is CGI. This was the owner of NASA, Werner von Braun, and on his grave he has Psalms 19:1, which is a Bible verse. The Bible verse is, "The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork." Why would the owner of NASA have this on his grave. Alongside of that, NASA in Hebrew means to deceive, be gold. On top of that, look at what happens when I type in flat earth backwards into Google. NASA is the first one that comes up. Everything in this creation has a torus field, which is an electromagnetic field. At the center of this electromagnetic field, between the two poles, you have the plane of inertia, which is the heart chakra. The plane of inertia is the 0 point between the two poles. This is why we have duality here. Everything's torus fields. Atoms are torus fields. The Earth is a giant torus field. This is why the Earth is green, nature is green, and the sky is blue, because blue comes after the green chakra. This is why all compasses point to the North Pole, because it's the center of the torus field. This is where the most electromagnetic energy is stored within the field. Earth can be rearranged to spell heart, because we live on the plane of inertia. Every picture of the Earth is CGI. This was the owner of NASA, Werner von Braun, and on his grave...
And then, I swear I had a video of Bill Nye the Science Guy. Oh, these guys are funny. I'll play this. This will be the last one. I'll be done.
Bill.
The astronauts from the Challenger are still alive.
There's a claim that 6 of the 7 crew members are alive, and some kept their names. Francis Richard Scobie. They look very similar. They both have that like one slanted eye. It is really fucking weird that these people sort of look alike and they have the same exact name. Like, what are the chances on that? Like, people can look alike, you know? Me and Brad Pitt. We have different names, though. These people have the same exact name.
So here's the next one.
Michael J. Smith. Yeah, dude, that's him. That looks like him, too. The fucking big teeth, the fucking forehead.
It also says he was 40 years old when he died in the explosion. If he were alive today, he'd be 69 years old. And that's how old Professor Michael J. Smith is.
Dude! But why would they do this? Why would they do it? Why? We don't know why, but the government is always doing something.
The astronauts from the Challenger.
I remember we looked, because I think we looked up every single one of them, and like at least half of them we found.
Like the one guy was a twin brother of the other one.
Yes.
The other guy was a twin brother of somebody else too, and you're like, wait, what the hell? So, oh man, I'm tired. So, no, but and I think, let me see. All right, let's get into some conspiracy stuff.
What have we been doing?
I know. I'm trying to think out loud. Thinking out loud, I don't know. I keep burping up the bourbon. It's like, ooh, burns.
It's in the name.
Yeah, I feel like some of the stuff that dang it. A lot of his stuff is like political. I'm like, I don't want to pull up political stuff. I want to pull up more conspiratorial stuff. InfoWars, Nazis. All right, how about this? Chante, you pick a topic, and we'll pull up some videos for it. It could be anything.
Disney movies.
Ooh, I got you. I got you right now.
Same time.
Got you right now. All right. Oh, and I wanted to talk to you guys about the Mandela effect stuff too, when we were coming up to new conclusions of that.
Okay.
All right. It might not all be Disney, but it definitely will be cartoon symbolism. Is that okay with you?
Yep.
All right. So
let's do it.
Yeah. You want Disney? We'll do this one. Well, yeah, symbolism and yeah. You go with that one, or you want to do a different one?
I'll go with that one.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do for that one. All right, we're gonna go to these, and you can't see Google. All right, so if you Google that, right? Google A113 blood.
You say blood?
Yep. Adrenochrome is a chemical compound produced by the oxidation of adrenaline epinephrine. It was the subject of limited research from the 1950s through whatever. Well, you know what adrenochrome is.
Yes.
Okay, so that's that. There's the symbolism of that one. You like that? Okay. Let's see. Do another symbolism one. Is this one funny? I think that one's funny. We'll do this one.
When last we left Gravity Falls, Disney was teaching your kids how to sell their souls to the devil. This week, we're going to learn about CERN and science. Yeah.
It warned me not
Yeah, I'm
to
not
read
kidding.
them, but I was desperate. I
Told
read
you.
the inscription aloud, but nothing happened. Until later that afternoon when I had the most peculiar dream.
This is how the science happens. So look, 6 fingers, 3 sixes. Yeah. Key to the bottomless pit.
Name's
L.
And your
Yeah.
name's Stanford Pines,
Pretty
the man
much.
who changed the world. But I'm getting ahead of ourselves.
He became
Yeah,
my
channeling a
research
demon.
assistant. He was free to
is that
move
Bill
in and out
Gates
of my
with him?
mind as he pleased. We were partners.
Looks like him anyway.
When he told me that I could complete my research
Yeah.
by building a gateway to other worlds, I trusted him.
This is how the science happens, I guess, right?
It seemed that I was on the
Yeah.
verge of my greatest achievement. Until my partner got a glimpse of Bill's true plans. Bill, you
You could have saw this
lied to
coming.
me. Where does that portal really lead?
Got tricked.
Oh, looks like Mr. Brainiac finally got smart. Let's just say that when that portal finishes charging up, your dimension is gonna learn how to party. Right, guys?
No, I'll stop you.
So that's what they're doing at CERN.
A deal's a deal, Sixer.
You didn't
can't
know?
Stop the bridge between our
Yeah.
worlds from coming.
They're looking for the nightmare realm.
Try.
Portal to hell.
I'd been betrayed.
When last we left,
Think about that one.
That was
Yeah.
yeah. That was very deep to be in a kid's show.
And he said, "Build a gateway." Bill Gates. But he had the picture of Bill Gates, but the guy said, "We got to build a gateway," and the guy's name was Bill. I was like, "Build a gateway,
Okay.
Bill Gates." Bill Gates. That's how we get into conspiracies. All right. You ready for? Ooh, did you see the Cowardly Dog one?
Courage the Cowardly
Courage.
Dog?
Yeah. Yeah, you remember him?
Yeah.
Welcome to Jean Bones, home of the best looking, juiciest burgers in all of nowhere. Excuse me, where's the... Behind the door. I'll hold it till he gets back. Dun-da-da! Ho, ho, ho!
Inspectors uncovered nearly 24 violations at a Mexican restaurant housed inside a grocery store.
And a Licking County man says a very disgusting garnishment came with his fast food order.
According to this complaint filed with the Licking County Health Department, he says this object was sitting on his chicken tenders.
What that is?
Is that a fingernail?
I don't know. I think so. It's nasty. I'm not going to Mexican restaurants anymore, Chente.
You would laugh.
Only your house
Soylent
in La
Green
Plaza.
is people.
Yeah. Maybe we could take him to La Plaza next time we come up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. a good Mexican spot. All right.
That's what she
You want more symbolism, or you want more cartoon symbolism?
Yep.
All right. Let's just keep going down the rabbit hole of this craziness.
Okay.
All right.
What's next?
All right. You want a Simpsons one? You want more cartoons or Cartoon Network? Oh yeah, no, that one's something else. Never mind. Sorry. Secret Society, Gravity Falls. What's Gravity Falls? Do your kids watch that?
No, they're too young for it. They're already like it's done. You know what I mean? They have reruns and all that, but they're not.
Okay. All right, we'll play this kid. He seems funny.
No one knew why Krusty Krab wasn't letting Plankton get the recipe. Now we all know why.
Why was it?
Wait, there's a reason for that?
Yeah.
It's because the patties that they make
Right.
is made of crab. That's why there's no other crab there except Mr. Krabs.
Whoa! But that's also why you never see Mr. Krabs
And
eating a Krabby Patty.
Yeah.
Because he don't eat his
That's
own
why he
people.
was-
But he's selling them.
He's-
Bro, you
For
escaped the Matrix.
I
for
feel
real.
like
No one knew
from
why
the jump,
Krusty
I knew it was crab. It's called Krabby Patty.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
But why wouldn't they? And you think like, why won't they give Plankton the recipe? It's like, well,
Because if he wants to make his own, there's only one.
Mr. Krabs.
Yes. There's
What
only
about
one-
that big guy? Oh no, his lobster. Never mind.
He's a lot.
I mean,
Yeah.
a lobster burger might taste just as good.
Oh, sounds so good right now. I got hungry again. I don't know why. Damn it. This stuff's burning through my my esophagus. Burning through all the food I ate. Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
We'll do this one.
Who or what really was the character named? Him.
Just like Santa.
The devil do wear Prada literally.
But just like Santa, he had like
Who?
He had the jacket on, and he had like the fluffy hat
yeah, you know,
or the
like how,
fluffy hood.
you know, Ric Flair had the boa on his That's what I thought that was.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't really
never
watch.
thought Santa Claus.
Yeah, I don't. I think they just said that to tie in Satan.
Okay.
That's my guess. It's some of these things you definitely are reaching. It's not like I believe all this stuff, you know. It's like all of these are just opinions of other people, and it's like, yeah, we may or may not agree with everything that we watch or see or show you guys. So it's like,
I agree. He was the devil, and I always thought it was weird that the devil, you know, was out there.
yeah, he is her. Oh man. So dude, we've already done an hour.
Really?
Yes. It's crazy. I mean, I'm down to keep going, but I mean, we can be like, we could end the year, this season 1 of the SpeakInCOAD podcast with TBD and Chante and Code, and we could start planning for next year.
You.
Happy anniversary.
Happy
I was like,
anniversary.
I told my mom, I was like, the podcast just turned 1 year old. She was like, wouldn't it be
What
more of an
podcast?
anniversary? Huh? Yeah. She's like, what podcast? She's like, what are you, gay? I'm like, no, shut up.
I don't even know what to say to that.
So there's context behind that, by the way. I'll break it down. I don't want to.
I'm afraid.
I don't want to steal anybody's jokes. It was a joke from Nick Swartzen. He was like, "Oh yeah, when I get older, I'm gonna be listening to Dr. Dre and be like, they're just gonna hear bass pulling up." And then he's like, and then when I get older, he's like, my grandma would pull it on music, and it'd be like one of those big horns, and like, and he's like, it'll just be super old music and stuff. He's like, I'm gonna be putting on music, put it on Dr. Dre, and it'll be just blaring and stuff. He's like, I'm gonna have grandkids, and they're gonna be like, Grandpa, can we go to the zoo? He's like, the zoo? What are you, gay? So anytime, like, I did that on a deployment once. One time we were, I would do that to everybody. I'd be like, hey, where are you going? They'd be like, oh, I'm going to the gym. And I'd be like, the gym? What are you, gay? And I would just say it like super, exaggerated. Yeah. Well, one time we had a chief come in our office. Like a chief's a higher up rank guy. It's probably like it's just above the highest middle grade person, I guess, and it's not quite the top of the lower enlisted people or the enlisted people and stuff. But he came in our office, and he used to always come in and just be like, I don't know, it was kind of a way for them to snoop on us. Like we had like parties and stuff in these little trailers. The trailer was probably like maybe the size of half of this room.
Okay.
You know, like, so it wasn't that big. And then you had like a bedroom, and then you had 2 bedrooms and a little kitchen. And then you had like a common area. The common area was probably like maybe a little bit bigger than this rug.
Okay.
Like it wasn't very big at all. So anyway, he would come in when we'd be having parties and stuff sometimes. And like we'd be getting rowdy, drinking and stuff. And he would come in and be like, "Oh, what are you guys what's up? What are you guys doing?" And I go, "Oh, just hanging out." Like, I'm not trying to snitch on myself, and I'm not trying to hang out with the higher ranking guy that I could get in trouble by being around and while drinking. You know, it's like I'm trying not to get in trouble with this whole situation. So he comes in, I'm like, "Hey, what's up, chief? Where are you going?" He's like, "Oh, I'm about to go to the gym." I was like, "The gym? What are you, gay?" And he just looked at me, shook his head, and walked out and never came back. No, he came back, but it was just like it was like, we don't have to worry about him now. They're like, "Dude, thanks." Like, cool. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but he was cool. We ended up like we were on good terms and stuff. But it was just people were shocked that I said that to a chief, and I was only I think I was an E4 at the time. So saying it to an E7 at the time, it was like, oh shit, like
has balls.
Yeah, and everybody was shocked that I didn't get like yelled at or nothing. Like nobody cared. They were like, my job was too important down there at the time.
Okay.
I was the only one like ordering stuff for the entire deployment, and it was like
We
I
don't
was
have
already
time
down.
to train
Yeah, I was already down there for 3 months, and they're like, "Hey, do you wanna take this role?" And I was like, "Yeah, you help me out." They're like, "All right." And now I'm not even in the military anymore.
Sometimes I feel like that about my job. I think the only reason I'm there is like they don't feel like training someone else to do it.
Yeah.
Like as soon as they get someone else that picks it up,
You're like, bye-bye. Yeah. Oh man. Well, happy anniversary, Chente.
Happy spankiversary.
I didn't even get you guys flowers.
Fun.
Oh,
I feel so bad.
He's gonna give me something else later.
Whoa. What
He's
was
like,
in that burp?
He's like, "What are you, homoerotic?" Yeah.
What are you, gay?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Now you can say it to anything. You can say it to your kid.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Tie my shoe. What are you, gay?
Yeah, tie your own shoe, damn it. They're like, "Hey, you want a tamale?" They got olives in it. Yeah. Like,
olives. What are you, gay?
Yeah. Did you hear him, Chente?
What did he say?
I said I was like, you got olives in your tamale? You're like, "Yeah, I like olives." He was like, "Olives in your tamale? What are you, gay?"
You can work it in.
Yeah. Man. Well, I don't know. You guys want to do a toast to the new year?
Yes.
Oh, shit, I'm out.
You're out. Better go get some.
Yeah.
Just pretend. It's okay. We'll edit this in.
Yeah.
Then I'll go get ready because we're about to go out and get drunk. I think so. I don't know.
Sort of, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, man, you guys have fun. Be safe out there because, close to the new year. Oh. Clang.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, bro. I'll hit you guys up tomorrow.
Okay.
Sounds good, man.
Okay, guys,
Thank you for awesome. This shit's been so much fun, man.
Yeah, man. Have a blast.
I'm not crying. I'm just choked up.
Yeah.
The shot hit me hard. I'm like, oh.
I'm not crying. My eyes are just leaking.
Yeah. My butthole too. I'm.
Oh,
After the gym, I got a skunk butt.
Wait, that reminds me. This will be the last horrible joke of the season for us.
Of the year.
Oh, I'm going to use myself as an example because that's how the joke went.
Oh, okay.
What do me and an old car have in common?
You and an old car?
Yeah.
Don't run.
We're both leaking tranny fluid out the back.
Oh my god!
You could have said, "We don't run."
That wasn't the joke. And literally, I heard the joke just before I came over here.
Oh, who told you that?
It was on one of them
Kaboom. No. What was his name? Laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you were calling him Little and he would go kaboom.
Yeah.
Every time he told a joke.
We got to have him on one day if he's all right with it. If not, no worries. But yeah, man. Cheers to our first.
You guys are so great.
Then you said, you guys are so gay.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. But yeah, man, this next coming year, this next season, it's going to be, I think we're going to be working on getting a bunch of guests in.
All right.
I've definitely got a lot of people that I want to reach out to and stuff. There's people from, I think they're called the Counter Cult Podcast. We're going to hit up Jackie, Scott from the Business Party Podcast. We could bring each one of them on. Scott wants to talk about the Federal Reserve, and like the Titanic and all that type of stuff. Jackie, next season we're going to be talking. She wants to come on and probably talk about JFK and possibly 9/11.
Okay.
Jack is real big into flat Earth, so I could probably have him on to discuss this a little bit easier.
There you go.
Show a little bit more examples or something too. Who else? Star Fox. I want to bring him on for Dog Man. Well, we could probably even bring him on a few times, and either have like an hour episode with him and then break that into parts, or we could have him on an hour each time to talk about different things. Like, and then there was a few other guys. There's a guy named Colin Schumacher. He goes around. He's a stand-up comedian, but he actually goes around fighting against people that are trying to take advantage of children.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he created a Newly Pedro game. Instead of the Newlywed game, it's the Newly Ped game.
Oh.
And he goes to meet up with people that were texting children, and then he puts them on blast, films them, has them answer a bunch of questions, and he's like, I'll have him come on and break it down.
The game show version of Chris Hansen.
Yes, the game show version of Chris
There you
Hansen.
go. Okay.
So, and then he also has a bunch of cards and stuff too. Like whenever you would like go get a pack of like Topps cards and stuff, you rip them open and you're like, I got the Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card.
I think you showed us a video with him opening the card.
So he does that with all of these like 9/11. He has all these like political ones that are like super goofy and stuff. So I got a bunch of packs. So I might have him on to break open the cards and stuff and have him go over it with us and stuff as like a little, maybe like a segment or like a game show or like a Topps cards.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And then we could even put that in like, I don't know, maybe put that in epoxy or something and have it in a frame, have all the pictures on a frame behind us or something like that for all the different rookie cards for like Hillary Clinton and George W. Bush and all this stuff, the 9/11 rookie card. So,
oh no, it's Man Bear.
Yeah. And then if there's anybody that you guys want me to have on for the second season, man, reach out. Huh? I don't know what you said.
Mia Khalifa.
Oh, man. Her weird ass nipples. But yeah, we could try to get some other people on and stuff too. I've talked with Mike Romanelli. He's huge into the conspiracy realm, but he has a comedy show. I think it's called The Dojo is the name of his like. He has a thing called The Dojo. It's like his comedy club in New Jersey and stuff, and he brings on different comedians and everything too. But he's really cool. I've messaged him a few times and talked with him on there, and he's been very helpful, like telling me who I should reach out to with getting as like a first time podcast like host and stuff like that, and co-host. Like we could bring on different guests that way and stuff too. So right now we only got the 2 Hollywood squares. Eventually we'll get the GoldenEye 007 4, or the Mario Kart setup where we'll have 4 people in each window. But I think we could get up to like 10 people in a window.
Okay.
So, or if you're over, I mean, like it could be me and you in one window, Chente in one, and then we could have All Right Dad and Chente in another one, and then maybe Hilly, and I don't know. Yeah. We'll hook it up. We'll get it out there and get it good. So, but yeah, man. Chente, you got any last words? Oh wait, TBD.
Yes.
We got a thought for the day. I almost forgot the thought for the day. It's like Pee Wee Herman. Sorry, Chente. Chante's so annoyed. He's like, I'm so embarrassed.
Are you guys ready for the words of wisdom?
The words of wisdom. Yes.
Yeah.
Is it a flat earth? No.
Thought for today. Remember, success is a journey, not a destination. Have faith in your ability, and you will do just fine.
I feel like that's a great one for the end of the year, man. Oh, yeah. That last
Yeah.
episode. We'll drop that black holes one, and then I'll drop this one. Like, I'll try to edit them both probably tomorrow. Try to knock them out if I'm not too hungover. But we'll go from there. Chente, got any last words, man?
Oh man. Do right. Don't get yourself killed already, man. Close to the New Year. Make it to the New Year and then go crazy.
Make it to the New Year.
I am the New Year.
All right, y'all. Deuce.
Hey, and then if you can, just stay on, and I'll let you know as soon as it's done downloading.
Okay.
Right.
Hey, wait. Right.
Yeah.
So when you say stay on, I like yesterday said I could leave, and it was I still had this page up that said like it had like a circle when it was loading and all that. That's cool, right? I don't have to stay. All right, yeah. All right, y'all.
You should be
Drew, TBD.
All right, man.
Be safe.
Sounds
You
good.
too, sir. You too.
It's code.
All right. Oh yeah. You can edit it. My bad.
I know. I'm just joking. I'll mute
See ya.
you. All right. TBD, you got any last words, man?
No. I think I'm going out with a whimper on this one.
Whimper.
I was paraphrasing off a quote.
Oh.
Don't go out with a bang, not a whimper. I can't remember the full quote. Yeah, I was paraphrasing off.
Yeah. All right, guys. This is Code, Conspiracy of a Dead Man. This is Speaking Code podcast. Last episode of the season. We'll see you guys next year in 2024 when we do it big. We do it bigger than before. Stay safe, stay blessed, and keep on questioning.
Deuce.
Nah, I'm kidding.
I was like, wait, what?
We are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweigh the dangers which are cited to justify it. There is little value in ensuring the survival of our nation if our traditions do not survive with it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. I am not asking your newspapers to support, but I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people. To the recorder of man's deeds, the keeper of his conscience, the courier of his news, that we look for strength and assistance, confident that with your help, man will be what he was born to be, free and independent.